Hi you guys. So tonight, or today, we're going to be doing a bit of an unboxing and swatching video for these Crayola crayons, along with some tapping, scratching, and crinkling noises. So the story behind these is I bought them quite a while ago, and they'd been just kind of waiting to be opened. I actually bought them around the Christmas holiday this year when I was shopping for Christmas decorations. I saw these on the shelf at Walmart, and I just couldn't resist picking them up. Not for really any practical reason, but just because I have good memories with the jumbo box of crayons from when I was a kid. And I think this whole box was somewhere around $6 or $7, so now that I'm an adult with adult money, that's not too bad. But as a kid, that's a financial decision right there. So this is officially a big enough box to merit its own sharpener. Although with this kind of modern day Crayola product, they give you a separate sharpener, whereas beforehand, when I was a kid, they used to put it as part of the box. It'd be right here. This is a tip character sharpener. When I was a kid, on my birthday, I'd always go to Toys R Us, either the local one, or sometimes we'd travel all the way to New York City to go to the big Toys R Us that used to be there. I know one of the items that I would always get is a big box of crayons, one that would be big enough to have the sharpener included. I guess the risk with this, even though it's a cute little thing, is that if you lose the sharpener, then you're down a sharpener. But if it was part of the box, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. So let's get into this here. I did get one of the corners started, because I noticed they really sealed this well. One thing that I find fun about this company, and I'm not sure if they still do it, but when I was a kid, I ended up buying or receiving a gift of one of those character creator toys where you put old crayons in a wax mold. And I had the Spider-Man one. And something went wrong with it, or it was defective. So we called up Crayola. And we were able to get a person on the line. And at the end of the phone conversation, where they agreed to send out a new Spider-Man character maker, they told us to have a colorful day, which I thought was cute. I think it was just part of their customer service thing, where they'd say, have a colorful day. and that stuck with me. Now that certainly isn't fitting for my job, since I work in a clinic and a hospital to tell people to have a colorful day, but I just think it's nice. So, this is a unique box, and that it opens this way. Wow, I've never seen a box open like that. Apparently, they have a little mascot fellow. Have you met Tip? Maybe you've noticed this funny crayon character popping up on Crayola products. So just who is this guy anyway? Now that's something I would like to know. Well, Tip, as we call him, is more of a spirit than a person. In fact, he so loved the creative energy in kids that he decided to take the form of a Crayola crayon back in 1903. Hey, that's just when the first Crayola crayon was rolling off the line. Coincidence? I think not. It's kind of interesting that they're trying to make a mascot for Crayola. And here is the little character sharpener here. I've got to admit this thing is way bigger than I expected it would be. I suppose he would be kind of hard to lose. So you put the little crayon that was dull here. You'd sharpen with Tip. And then, when you have enough shavings and things in there to merit dumping them out, he opens up. It's a pretty nifty little invention. And it has this little segment here you have to line up in the back so that he actually stays put together. I think it would be cool if he came in different colors of plastic. So if you get multiple boxes, you can collect multiple colors. I'm not sure if there'd be a huge collector market out for them, but you never know. I'll let Tip hang out over here. I'll just be lurking in the back. And this is a very unique way for them to package the crayons, I gotta say. This is definitely a video that you can probably smell. It has the nice new crayon scent. Which is, I would say, one of my favorite smells in the world. Right up there with new card and new book smell. So let's see what our first box holds. Seems to be a pretty tropically colored box. Outside of this little blue here. This is Wild Blue Yonder. Some interesting ones. vibrant green. We have inchworm. Oh, that's a cute little one. I'm gonna save him to swatch. Let's see who else we have in here. Atomic tangerine. Shocking pink. Purple pizzazz. Outrageous orange. Wow. That is something else. I can't imagine being outrageously orange. But you know what? We're going to have to find out what that looks like. I'll put him to the side too. Let's see what we got in the back row. Screamin' green. Oh, one thing that I really like about Crayola crayons is that they give you the translations. I'm guessing in Spanish because I know verde is green in Spanish. And I would guess French, although I never took French. So, vert, maybe? I just think that's really cool. It's potentially educational for youngsters and people my age who don't know a lot of other languages. So we have Razzle Dazzle Rose here. The thing I respect is they've always kept, like the crayons even feel the same. The paper is the same texture, which is really funny. Let's see what this crazy yellow is. We've got Laser Lemon. Now that is unique. I feel like this would probably be too light to show up on regular paper, but who knows? I guess if you really wanted to get into some shading, using different colors of different shades of yellow, this would be a good purchase. I low-key wish that they organized them based on different, like they kept the colors within their color group, but it's a neat little mix. See what we have next here. Ooh, I really like these colors. Something about this blue is really intriguing. So right here, let's see if we can focus it. Looks like we have Caribbean green. I just like this because the paper is not the same color as the crayon. Wonder if that signifies anything. Regardless, we're going to have to swatch this one. Interestingly enough, this middle box has 3 rows instead of the 2 from the other one. Let's see what we get here. Fuzzy Wuzzy. I think this is destined to be a color for a bear or a rabbit. Pink Flamingo. Canary. I suppose that one gives itself away in terms of what you're supposed to color. We have Wild Violet. I don't know what this one is, maybe Copper. Antique Brass. Well, that's very descriptive. I remember as a kid, when you're in kindergarten or something, if kids had the colored pencils that included silver and gold, that was a pretty big deal. The rest of us made do with brown and yellow when it came to signify precious metals. And the really cool kids had the twistable crayons. I remember when those were a big deal. I never had any of those. That was for the elite of kindergarten. Those things looked so cool. Or the erasable crayons. That was a really big deal growing up. I got by on regular Crayola 24 to 48 packs with the occasional birthday pack thrown in there of a few hundred, but I never risked bringing those to school. Those were too valuable. Let's see, we've got Mountain Meadow. It's kind of pleasant. This one is Eggplant. Snazzy. Wild Violet. The one issue I always run into with crayons is I'm impatient, so I don't organize them properly or count how many need to go in each box, and then I end up jamming like 20, and then the box kind of bows out. Try to be better with them. Outer Space. Yep, that's one that we've got to see what that looks like. Cotton Candy. Snazzy. Purple Heart. Quite the array of purples. It's quite the nice little assortment. Younger me would be very jealous. Holy smokes, there's another level. That's crazy. I guess I didn't fully appreciate the magnitude of this box of crayons. I was underestimating, and they delivered. Jungle Green. Cerise. I like how it's called cereza, which I believe is cherry. I want to see if that's truly cherry colored. Maroon. Jazzberry Jam. I think I need to know what that looks like as well. We're going to be discovering whole new colors here. Navy blue, or breaking into the plain ones. These are so fun. I think Crayola has that thing where you can design your own color or name a crayon after either, well, not yourself maybe, but just kind of come up with names. I'm sure they've got like competitions and things to name a color, but I just like seeing what names they come up with. It's almost like seeing what Ben and Jerry's flavors come out. This is a very blue heavy box here. Let's see, turquoise blue. This is their silver, I'm sure. Yep, silver. Let's see. one is brick red. Now that's pretty nice. I do want to see if this is a brick color. Because when I was a kid, the only brick color you got was combining regular red with regular brown. Forest green. I wonder if there's like a spinach green or something. What is this bad boy? Asparagus. Ooh. Let's see if that one. We're gonna have a mix of pretty colors and potentially not so pretty colors to try out at the end of this year. Try to be somewhat organized with them. Okay, on to the second wave over here. I swear you can, everybody take a deep breath through your nose and tell me if you can smell this video. The new crayon scent is wild. See, this one looks intriguing. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to incorporate that word into everyday life somehow. I'll let you guys know if I find an occasion. Just tan, I suppose. It's hard to follow up on beautiful. Sky blue. Gray. Not even fancy gray. Let's see what gray this is. This is Timberwolf. I remember that being a color. What is that? Cerulean. One thing that I found funny is I didn't realize that cerulean meant blue when I was a kid until I ended up seeing one of the crayons. So it took me a while to put together that Cerulean City in Pokemon turns out to be Blue City when you think about it. I was like, wow, that's clever and literal. And a last little box here. This one's got some fun looking colors. What is this little one? Sea green. That looks like fun. Nice purple. Ooh, that's got quite the description. What is this bad boy? Purple Mountains Majesty. Now this one just reminds me of when you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and you look for paint swatches to paint like a kitchen or a bedroom. They get this level of descriptive with some of them. Makes me think it would be a fun job to work for I think it's the Valspar or the Bear Company and do paint naming. I'm sure there is some caution required if they have any of the names copyrighted or trademarked, but it looks like fun. There's a nice little pink back here. Marvelous. Yep, we're gonna have to try that. We're gonna try the ones with the fun names and the funky color matchups. Macaroni and cheese. It's a delightful color. Lavender. Goldenrod. Raw sienna. As a kid, I would have no idea what to do with that one. Even now, I don't really know what sienna is. But it's a nice hue of brown. Let's see. Sepia. Another nice color. One thing that I heard that they're coming out with is a whole a box of Crayola crayons for skin tones, which I think is absolutely awesome. Because typically as a kid, you don't really have access to a way to make a nice variety of skin tones. And they really could fill a whole box this size and scale with skin tone colors. I think that's an awesome idea. I'm surprised it wasn't come up with sooner, because there's very limited amounts of options. Okay, so the big one goes in the middle here. It's not perfect, but it's the best I got right now. I feel like as a kid the temptation would be to take all these boxes and just kind of dump them out into this big box. But something tells me that was their intention. There we go. I want to make sure that our fellow crayon sharpener friend can return to his throne on top of the crayons. Let me scooch this over a little bit. We can check out some of our colors here. Just a little assortment. Don't worry, I'll rescue them. Okay, got a little pad of paper here. Can swatch them on. See if the colors are true to their name. See. First off, we will be using Marvelous. It's definitely a mauve color, but it's a little bit light for my taste. I think what I would do is a few layers. If I were using this color, I'd have to put a layer down and scrape the wax off, put another layer down just to build the color. But still pretty snazzy little crayon. Let's see if we can build on this one with cerise. Now that's a bit louder of a color. I would equate this one to being similar to a cherry popsicle. Pretty nice. I feel like I would use this one a bit more often, just as it's a bit louder. one definitely passes the test. I'm going to sample brick red. See if this is truly brick. I think that fits for its name. You could certainly mix some additional brown or red into that to get the brick color you want. But this one definitely passes the accuracy test. Next, we'll move on to Jazzberry Jam. Now that is definitely jazzberry there. It's a very pleasant jam color. I would definitely put this on toast. If I were drawing toast, I would put this on the toast. Now they just need to come up with a nice brown toast color. Should be like a buttered toast. We have outrageous orange. See if this bad boy is truly as advertised and outrageous. It's pretty pleasant. It looks like a brighter neon version of their macaroni and cheese color. So that gets a pass. Move on to our outer space. See if we are truly getting outer space here. I would say we are. I can't tell if this is a blue or a green or what we're working with here. It definitely looks like a nice outer spacey color. I could see that being a good outer space. Props to whoever thought about making that color. When I was a kid, outer space was just usually a bunch of black with a little bit of uncolored white for the stars. What do we have next? We have, I'm the wrong way here, we have Beautiful. Now, let's see if this is truly beautiful. Now this is definitely a beautiful blue, but it's giving me the vibe of denim. So while this may be beautiful, I'll leave it to you guys to decide if it's beautiful. Because that's some pretty high stakes there. It's a big claim. That's an old blue. Next up, we have our Purple Mountain's Majesty. Let's see if they are indeed Purple Mountain's Majesty. I would say this delivers on a nice dusky mountain feel here. Little clouds. This is like if you combined a purple with a little blue and gray. It's a bit of a foggy purple, but I could see it. And onto the wide variety of greens and blue greens, we have Caribbean green. Let's see if we're really going to get a Caribbean color here. Ooh, now that's nice. I don't know if this is Pirates of the Caribbean green. This is definitely a Caribbean green. That would be really nice for an ocean. There we go. That definitely fits the mark of Caribbean green. We have, sea green. See if we can finish out our little ocean here without making it look too much like grass. It's a very nice green. I think I would layer the two if I was doing an ocean. We have asparagus. Gives me artichoke vibes. Let's see if this delivers on asparagus. I know that's not what asparagus looks like, but just doing a bunch of random little leaves here. I would say that's pretty spot on. Should you be ever in a situation where you need to draw asparagus, they do have a crayon for it. Last but not least, we have inchworm. Where are we going to draw this little fellow? I think here is good for him. He is mid-inching. I know he doesn't have antennas in the wild, but this little guy's going to have some antennas. Yep, that's definitely an inchworm, I would say. In terms of the green color. My iteration of an inchworm is definitely up to debate if that's an inchworm, but I can't draw a smile in green, but imagine that he's smiling. He's going to have a little emote. There we go. So, definitely a nice little array of colors. If you're looking for something to make you smile during these times, I would say a sure way to do that isn't very expensive is to go buy a nice big box of crayons. Take a bit of a trip down memory lane. So, hope that you guys enjoyed the video and were able to relax a little bit. I know I really got a kick out of getting to explore these colors and see these new crayons. the kids these days are coloring with. And I might have to take a look at some of my coloring books and break out some of these, put them to use. But thank you so much, guys, for all of your support in the comments and for watching and for taking the time to stop by. I hope that you have a great morning or afternoon or evening. And I will see you in the next video.